Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do channeled messages for Scorpios. Now, if you're not a Scorpio, but you have Scorpio in your chart, or you resonate with Scorpio a lot, I am leaving it open to anybody who resonates with the messages, especially if you get something out of the vibe check, but that'll be for folks who decide to listen in and see if they find it. You might have to do a little bit more discernment on your part, but if you're a Scorpio, this should be for you. And I'm doing channeled messages specifically with Mother Hecate, who is a Hellenic goddess. You don't have to work with her to get messages from her here, but if you resonate with it, I highly recommend that you check out who she is. Okay? But she's the goddess of the underworld, and Scorpio is definitely in her vibe, and I'm a Scorpio, so that's what we're doing today. This is what she wanted me to do for some reason. Instead of doing like a collective, she wanted me to hone in on Scorpio. So, but as I said, we will do a bit of a vibe check to find out what we're dealing with, what's the situation that she wants to talk about, whatever. I will be using Tarot of the Divine, which is a wonderful deck. I got it from a friend who got it off of my Amazon wishlist, who is also a patron on my Patreon. So if you're on my Patreon, you've gotten this reading already from everybody else, like early, but if you're not, welcome. I hope this does the thing for you. Okay, so I'm gonna get ahead and shuffle a bit off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so interestingly, I was shuffling and I started getting a bit of a channeled message already, and I checked in with Hekate off the side, and I was like, do you want me to be shuffling on camera? And she's like, yeah. So, one of the things I got was a pink bracelet, specifically like with little balls on it. I do have this bracelet that's it's an agate kind, which is pink, but more of like maybe like a pink, like even more pinky than my shirt. I don't know if there's like a bracelet that you just bought that's like that, one that you've been looking at. Like that was a channel message, so like if somebody out there vibes with that, please let me know in the comments, because that was kind of random. Let's see what else. Now she's showing me diamond. Like, she said diamond. Now I'm thinking of like something glittering, but like jewelry. I don't know, maybe you've been like obsessed about getting jewelry recently. Maybe you got married, or you got like engaged or something. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna do a split. I don't know, that fancy one where you like take the two pieces and then you just... Oh, that was terrible. Oh, okay, we're not gonna do that again. We're not doing that again. That didn't do anything. Some of my decks are really good at doing that kind of shuffle, while other ones just aren't it. I'm channeling that song where it sings, where she's saying, I hate who I was before. So maybe you've been hearing that song a little bit extra, maybe you like that artist. I think I know who the artist is, but I don't know how to say her name out loud. Or maybe you've recently, you know, I hate who I was before. So maybe you don't hate yourself anymore. Maybe you've been on that self-love journey. Yeah, that's sweet. Aw. Sorry guys, I had to quit filming for a second there. I got rudely interrupted, but it fits because she was done. She does not want me to pull cards, but to find out who we're yakking to help you figure out the situation. But it's interesting. One of the things that helps me channel at times is literally just shuffling cards. So it makes sense why she wanted me to sit there and shuffle cards. Helps me tune in. Don't know what it is. Something about just being able to do something with my hands. So now we're gonna find out what she's talking about, and I'm gonna laugh if she just has me channel the whole thing without using cards. I just got like an image of her like but no, I really believe she's gonna give us cards on what does she want to what does she want to tell us? Alright. I might go do that. So it's funny, the last time I did a reading with her, she wanted me to, which I guess she just changed her mind last minute, but she wanted me to, shuffle off camera and figure out what the messages are, but she wants me to do it right on camera instead. I guess she changed her mind. So, we'll see how that goes. Alright. And we also had the Ten of Swords, but that came out reversed. But when I went to go grab the tower, it flipped around and wanted to be upright. So you could be either or in the Ten of Swords. Reversed, upright, I don't know. Oh, there is an airplane going by. That's a sign for somebody. There you go. But looking right at this with the tower, immediately I'm thinking of Rapunzel. So if Hekate is suggesting that you watch Tangled, the movie, if you haven't seen it before, and if you have, she's recommending you watch it. Because recently I too felt pulled to watching Tangled. And I mean, this is Rapunzel's hair. At least it looks like it in here. It might not be actually in the deck, but it definitely looks like it to me. So, and if you aren't pulled to that movie, she's like talking about like narcissists. I keep hearing the song I Hate Who I Was Before from that song, and I mean, a Tangled movie, it fits. Like, there isn't really anything I need to like expand upon in there other than like the movie does like the 10 signals of gaslighting and this and that. What about it, Mother Hekate? We have the Emperor. Interesting. Mother Hekate's advice, like dealing with this narcissist or whatever you thought of when you saw the tower, especially the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords reversed. It can mean that a bad time has come to pass, but that's not what it feels like. It feels like she's saying how there's just this situation that sucks ass. Someone has just been awful to you. And the way that she wants to address it, she wants you to be the Emperor. Now, what's interesting about the Emperor, well, additionally, she wants you to be the Emperor. She wants to be the Emperor, and Justice reversed came out. And then the Four of Wands reversed came out and landed on the tower. So, oh, that's not a nice message. There's a great possibility that whoever you got engaged to, they're not it, fam. They're not the person that you should be with. Wow, that kind of blew my mind. We're doing a love reading. I don't normally do love readings, and Mother Hekate is usually not. Well, she can be a great person to talk to for that kind of thing, but it seems like she's suggesting that it won't be the Four of Wands, which the Four of Wands is a celebrative card, happy and everything, but with it being reversed, it seems like it's not it. She wants you to be the Emperor in this situation, because the Emperor, when upright in his best self, I always get the feeling that he's a bit of a loner, so you may have to cut ties with somebody. And if if you're not getting engaged, maybe there's just a friend or something that you need to cut ties with, maybe even a deity, an entity of some kind. Maybe it could be old habits too. There's so many things that she's suggesting, but the main thing is to be the Emperor, and the Emperor always feels like a bit of a loner. Like he has a whole kingdom to take care of, but there's still this like innate aloneness that comes from being a king. So she wants you to hold power in dealing with this situation. It's not the Queen of Swords, which, I mean, this only applies if you understand tarot lingo, you know what I'm talking about. It's not the Queen of Swords, but it's kind of like the Queen of Swords, except in a more masculine counterpart, except it still feels a little bit warmer. But this injustice that you have been served, she's not for it. She wants you to rule with grace and yet an iron fist in knowing you know what your kingdom deserves, and your kingdom is you. And if it's not your king, if it's not just you, it can be like your family, maybe you have children and like somebody is wronging you, and like you gotta do what's good for your kingdom, whatever kingdom means for you. That is, she wants, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, but she wants you to pick your kingdom. pick your kingdom above all else. That is what an emperor does. Because what is going on is an injustice to you and towards your kingdom. And, you know, the emperor sometimes does not get to pick the choice that he wants for himself. At times he has to pick what's best for the kingdom, and that might mean he has to take the step back. But in the end, while that may suck for him at the time, he does realize that over time, it still brings him joy and peace to know that his kingdom is better off. So, that is the channeled message that she wanted me to deliver to you today. I hope that advice helps you guys out. It's not the prettiest message, but Mother Hekate is usually, she rules with an iron fist in her own way. She can also be a loving mother, but this situation requires to be the emperor. So if you feel like you need to learn more about what is this emperor energy that you need to take on, research the card. Truly. I just got chills doing that. So research the card, know what the emperor means. I personally associate the emperor with King Hades. I don't really feel like that's a message for anybody, but I mean, if you work with King Hades or you worship with him, you know, if you didn't know that. But yeah, okay. Thank you guys for being here and getting this message. If you want this, if you'd like to get messages like these in advance, be sure to join my Patreon, where everybody gets them advanced. The higher tiers get this reading 2 weeks in advance, and then the other lower tiers get the messages a week ahead, and then after a week it gets put on YouTube for everybody. That is the way that Mother Hekate wanted it done. May this reading reach you in when you need it to. I wish you guys the absolute best on your journey. Besides the early readings, I also deliver all sorts of messages from deities on my Patreon for you to have help you navigate your life. So, thanks for being here. Till next time.